All right, so this is like, I love single leg Romanian deadlifts, but they're very, very challenging, meaning from the standpoint, for many clients, they can't start there. All right, so there's a lot of different ways that, you know, I've shown like a sprinter lunge, right? That again, we can kind of simulate that single leg, kind of more hingey movement. But I wanted to show you what I've been using to not just teach the single leg RDL, but almost like this regression with a dead stop that allows you to have a good position. So I'm gonna start, by the way, I'm lifting these up a little bit. For certain clients, we might put more blocks and bring them up even more. But I'm gonna start at the top, right? And from the top, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to use the floor as my stability assistance, right? So I'm gonna glide my foot and go into basically a sprinter lunge, right? So I'm touching the floor. So I got contact, boom, and I'm putting them down, okay? So now from this position, I can create tension, align my hips, squeeze my lats, and I'm now gonna lift that foot off the ground and come up, right? So the concentric, the coming up, is gonna be RDL. On the way down, I'm gonna use that control of the ground, control, keep that contact, put it back down, lift off, get tight, and push, right? Because it gives me stability. Now, if on the way up people are wobbly, guess what we do, right? I got contact, putting it down, and then on the way up, you can see my big toe here. This becomes a sprinter lunge, but I barely have any, but you can see I'm still touching the ground, right? The moment that I have that contact of the ground, I have more stability, right? So again, sliding back, keeping contact, moving from the hip back, bam. And then I can go lift off, tighten up, brace, square my hips. And then on the way down, I'm keeping contact again. Right? Can touch it, can lift it. It's a great way to get people to own the positions. That's much more difficult to do when, if I got 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, and right from the get-go, I'm kind of going and I have no stability. And you can see even for me, I don't have this ankle ligament from basketball. It becomes challenging even with body weight, finding that stability. If you add weight, it becomes even more challenging. So now, if I add this slider, notice, I got contact, I put the bells down, I keep this contact, I crush the bells, now I lift off, and then I drive back up, right? And sometimes load can help us be more stable, right? Because I'm squeezing, I'm crushing, I'm bracing, I can align my hips. This is challenging, working the muscles, but we're training the pattern. What's great about it is that I can watch the client and say, hey, put your foot down, let's stabilize, right? I can say, hey, lift it up, stay tight, okay, push through the ground. They come up clean, awesome. We're going back to that reverse, right? So this has been excellent. Again, it's a great exercise for time under tension. So if we want to have a single leg hinge movement, great movement, but at the same time, we're also ingraining and piecing that single leg RDL, improving their balance and stability, right? And just nice sequentially progressing them to single leg RDL. So try this one out again. If somebody's got very tight hips, I would go 2 blocks here, right? I would elevate it a little bit, right? So that's the premise of this one, that you can kind of, as they get better, you start bringing the blocks down and we can get all the way to the floor, right? Try this yourself, right? If you have coaching clients, try this yourself first and then implement it with your clients as well and let me know how it goes.